use them. Okay, that's what you are looking forward to, Vishal. Recently joined LeapScholar. Kunal, welcome to LeapScholar. Usage. Okay, synonyms, usage. Apart from that, synonyms and usage. Apart from that, what comes to your mind? What comes to your mind? Come on. Use them. Okay, that's what you are looking forward to, Vishal. What else comes to your mind? Do we only do grammar? Sukhmani, what's the spelling of grammar? Is spelling a part of grammar, or is it a part of uh, vocabulary? Expressing in short, word pool. Okay, come on, something more. I'm waiting for something more. Somebody said synonyms, so that is bringing me to this question. Appropriate sentence with vocabulary. Absolutely, you need to have it in context. If it's not in context, it makes no sense at all. Absolutely. What else? What else? First time taking class from you. Okay. Oh, wonderful. So Vandana, welcome to the class. Paraphrasing. Okay. So I'll keep this as a surprise for you all to understand, because I think you're all missing on one more important one more key thing that you should be knowing along with vocabulary. Yes, I know you, Muskan. Absolutely, I know you. Okay, Muskan, absolutely, I know you. Right. So, what are we going to do in today's session? DK Patel, positive vibes, Mohammed Atiq, word power, words and their power. Yeah, but then you're missing on to something that you all should know apart from that. Okay. So, I'm going to do something that will help you understand. We are going to take one simple test. I want to know whether you are able to identify or not identify certain things. Okay. So we're going to play something. We are going to have an activity and exercise with you all. Are you all ready for that? Are you all ready? Type ready. Pronunciation. Yes, you should also know, Shivangi, the pronunciation, but a lot many other things. Ready? Are you all ready? Let me see your energy. Are you all there? Okay. This is your first time, so welcome to ma'am and ma'am's difference. Ma'am is a short form of madam, right? So you don't write it M-A-A-M, but you write it with an apostrophe to show that it's a short form. Full Josh, yes. Interesting. So if you're all ready, type ready in the chat box. Let me see. Let me see how many of you are ready. We are 286 participants at the moment on Zoom. So do we have the energy of all the 286 people? Yes? Okay. So what we're going to learn is we're going to take a small test. I'm going to understand your vocabulary status. And then we are going to understand which common words that you all struggle with. Skill building, we are going to learn a couple of words, and we are going to learn the perfect 9-band words. Now, these are going to be really difficult to handle. So are you all prepared to handle? You're all going to have some tasks after the session, because when I come tomorrow, I'm going to ask for the homework, right? The homework that I'm going to give. Yes, absolutely. Somebody said it here, and that's what I was looking for. That is Jasmeet said it. So Jasmeet, thank you, and I'm going to bring that up today. Absolutely fantastic. And let's understand what's your score. Okay, so here we go. Shall we start? Here we go. Right. So here we are starting with a simple exercise where you need to know, you are going to tell me whether the set of words that I have for you are same in meaning or are they opposites. So what do you all forget? You know, you're always thinking about the synonyms and you forget that there are opposites involved. So sometimes it's not just about replacing the word with a better word, but you also may have to think about the contrast word for the same, right? So I'm going to check how you all know. So the first word that we have over here is cliche and commonplace. So are they same in meaning or are they opposite? Let me know. Type in the chat box. So yes, Tanya. Yes, Collins, Bazila, Matson. Then okay, there are some people who have got it. There are some people who haven't got it. So let me tell you that cliche and commonplace, which both of which mean the same, and that is something that is very common. There is nothing new about it, right? So cliche and commonplace, they both mean same and they are not opposites. Fantastic. So those who have all got it correct, pat your backs. Pat your backs. You need to do that. Come on. How many of you? Pat your backs. Pat your backs. Next, so first one is done. Let's do the same one. Ephemeral and evanescent. What do you say? Ephemeral and evanescent. You want to Google up? You Google up. Let me see. So Sony says they're opposite. Jasmeet says you don't know. Sukhmani says they're same. Nandini says opposite. Rajwan says opposite. Tanya says opposite. Angela doesn't know. Sakhi doesn't know. So are these uncommon words for you? How many of you would say they are uncommon words for you? If they are uncommon for you, type UC in the chat box. Type UC in the chat box. Uncommon for you? Wow. Not heard? Okay. I know 5 of them very well. Wonderful. So we still have a couple of people who know these words. Interesting. So ephemeral and evanescent. Very few people have the answer. So I believe that I'll give it a 9 band. Should I give this set of words 9 bands? Should we? Yes, should we give them 9 bands? Because not many people are aware of them. So they are uncommon words and they are similar in meaning. Can anyone tell me what do they mean? Can anyone tell me what do they mean? Fleeting, Tanya, absolutely. Something that is fleeting. And what is fleeting? For a short period of time, Tasbia knows it, Chini, Tasbia knows it, Dhaval knows it. For a very short time, something that disappears, lasting for a very short while. Adrita, absolutely fantastic. Vishal knows it. Shailesh, that's something that disappears pretty soon, right? Fleeting, ephemeral, and evanescent, they both mean the same. So they are similar meaning words, and I'm going to give them 9 bands, right? Now the next words, enervated and exhilarated. You Googled it, no problem. Vishal, but I believe that now you know them. Enervated and exhilarated. Somebody said it correctly. Okay, Ramya, absolutely. Sumit, absolute. Jaiselin, Mary, absolutely correct. Rajwant Kaur says it is uncommon for her. Bazila knows it. Shwangi knows it. Sneha knows it. Barrister knows it. Goody, okay. Many of you know it. These words, I believe many of you know it. So though they are uncommon, but you have the idea of these words. Come on, you have the ideas of these words. Fantastic. So enervated and exhilarated are opposite in meaning. When enervated says that you lack energy, exhilarated says that you are absolutely excited. So how many of you are exhilarated? How many of you are exhilarated here? With the class going on, yes, energy or vitality, and that means, okay, yeah, the first one is lacking energy, drained of energy, and Harshna, absolutely, and the second one means that you have great energy. So how many of you agree that you are exhilarated right now? Come on, tell me. Short period of time, yes. Naz, that's correct, yes. So this is lacking energy and this is excess energy. This is lack of energy and this is excess energy. I hope you're all making your notes because I'm going to give you homework today. Okay, so third is done. Fourth one, penury and opulence. What do you say about penury and opulence? Fantastic, Tanya, Gaurav, Shivangi, Bhavneet, Mini, Nishant, Meet knows the meaning, I guess, for one. Ramya, yes, Gaurav, Palak, Muskan, most of you all know it, and they are again 9-band words. Yes, absolutely. Shailesh, absolutely. Gagan, they are absolutely opposite words. Opposite words. So opposite words. Yes, they are opposite words. So maybe half of them are Googling. Of course, they could be, yes. So opulence means, what is the meaning of opulence? Yes, Daksh, if they're Googling, let's ask them, right? What's the meaning of opulence? Poverty and wealth. Yes. So opulence is wealth and penury is poor. So P for poor and O for opulence, richness, great wealth. Correct. So they are opposite in meaning. So fourth one is done. Let's find the fifth one. Omniscient and ignorant. Omniscient and ignorant. I think I've given you good enough time for you all to Google up as well. Yes, so now you all are getting it. So omniscient and ignorant are opposite meaning words. So what do they mean? Omni, omni plus science plus omni plus science. Omniscient is know it all. Absolutely. One who knows it all. Omni means all and science means this means knowledge. So one who has all the knowledge, people who are like know it all. Do you know anyone who is an omniscient around you? No, God is omnipresent, Collins. We don't, of course, He knows know it all. But I think many students. Oh yes, Abhishek says Shashi Tharoor is an omniscient. Yes, ignorant. Who is an ignorant? Parents. Parents, yes, you may. In a lot of sense, many of your parents are omniscient. They know it all. Like an omnigel is an example of this. Absolutely. And oh yes, you can say so, Omnigel, but Omnigel is a gel which will cure everything. So not exactly the same meaning. You just have the prefix which is common over here. Okay, thank you so much. That is overwhelming actually. Ignorant. Who are ignorant? People who are not aware of any something. Okay, so ignorant. So we all are ignorant of certain areas. I believe that we all are ignorant and hence we're all time learning, right? We're always learning, lacking knowledge. Ignorant is someone who's lacking knowledge. So we had 10 words over here, 10 different words, but some of which were similar in meaning and some of which were opposite in meaning. How many of you learned the number of words that you learned right now? Come on, type the number of words that you learned right now. Not uneducated. You cannot say people who are uneducated are ignorant. People are who are uneducated may not be so ignorant. So that may not be the correct way of expressing it. 8 new words. Fantastic, guys. So high five. Come on, let us give a high five. High five and pat your backs. High five and patting your backs. Come on. High five. Fantastic. I am ignorant about many words. Vocabulary and words mean the same. So Vishal, you either use vocabulary or you use words, right? So when we talk about vocabulary, it's not just synonyms. You also need to know the opposites of them, right? So that you can express yourself better. Fantastic. Second, I didn't get your question, Sahil. Right. So moving to another word. So let's recall some words. Okay, they may be from the previous slide or they may be from your own knowledge and understanding, but I've given the first letter. So if you don't know another word, you can think of the same word that we have recently learned with this first letter or given to you over here. So something that is dull and interesting starting with a C. Shivangi, okay, so you need to think of places where you can use them, learn their correct meaning and context. But I'm Tanya. We are looking for some uncommon words, right? So what would you say instead of common? Common is definitely there. I'm going to write common, but I need other words. Yes, Shally got it. It is cliche. We just learned cliche. Tedious. No, it is cliche. We just learned it, right? Cliche, dull and uninteresting, something that is common is a cliche. So would you prefer using common or would you prefer using cliche? Which one would you prefer? Come on, guys. Yes, DK Patel, Naz. Come on, guys, out there on YouTube. I am checking your answers as well. Quick, hasten up. Come on, hasten up. Meat eating. Who or what would you call something or someone that is meat eating? Starting with a C. Yes, I definitely agree to this word. Absolutely. Yes, carnivore. Someone or carnivore, the person is carnivore. And if you're writing it as an adjective, you'll say carnivorous. Fantastic, right? Carnal. So you may have, okay, carnival. Yes. Okay. Third one. Lasting for a very short time. We just did it. Lasting for a very short time, starting with an E. Starting with an E. Ephemeral. Okay. Can you think of something that is ephemeral or if ephemeral for you? Let's use ephemeral. Let's use ephemeral. Mugda, Harry, some Sheenas. Wonderful, guys. Wonderful. So, YouTube guys, you are all really quite participative. I do see that every time. Why are you all so keeping yourself suppressed? Come on, come out of your zones. Grades are ephemeral. Oh, is it okay? Grades are ephemeral. What else could be ephemeral? Perfumes. Perfumes are evanescent, ephemeral. Yes, my concentration is ephemeral. Now, double, that's fine. Ephemeral is something you may say that enjoying an ice cream is ephemeral. Okay, enjoying an ice cream is ephemeral because that gives you a very short living pleasure, right? Money is ephemeral and evanescent. Absolutely. Speaking test was ephemeral, short living, but then experience. Krishna, I don't think ephemeral will be the best way of expressing the speaking test. Penniless. Penniless. Usually you use it for an experience. Okay, you use it for an experience. Poor is the word, but we learned a better word than poor. So we learned the word penury right now. Okay, penury. We learned the word penury right now. So we'll write penury. Next word. Hello, Surekha. Come on, fast. Aroma of some dishes is ephemeral and evanescent. Absolutely, Mugdha. That's correct. Ice. The existence of ice is ephemeral. If Herman, you need to say not ice, but the existence of ice is ephemeral. Wealthy, beginning with an O, opulence. We just learned it. Fantastic. Opulence. Right? If opulence. Common people. Who all are common people? Now, this was not given in our previous slide, but I want you all to tell me if you know this word. Common people. Who all are common people? Starting with a B. Starting with a B. Okay, I'll still write the other words. Layman. Bread and butter eating people. Bread and butter eating people. No, Daksh, that's not the right way of explaining. Meat, I think you got it, but then I think that's not what the spelling is. You may want to say ordinary. Ordinary is an ordinary word. Wealth loaded. Can we use these? No, we would not use that. That's not loaded. Can we use this for wealthy? We can, but that would be sort of a slang. Basic people, we don't say basic, we don't say basic. I want a 9-band word. Anyone from YouTube, come on, tell me anything about common people, people who are common. Okay, I'll give you another clue. Middle class. I'll give you another clue. Middle class. Middle class. No, daily wages, absolutely not. Boring, no. It's bourgeois. 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 It's bourgeois. Have you heard of this word? Have you heard of this word? No? Okay. No? In my class, yes, people have heard it in my class. So people who attend my classes, that they get to learn a lot of words, right? Muskan, we have discussed this earlier. Right, wonderful, fantastic. So we had a great. So did you like it? Did you like knowing these words? Some you may know, but then you may not use them. But some of you may have been trying to use them in your words, and for some they were absolutely uncommon. They have never even heard of it, right? Yes, coming to that, Deepika, you have to wait for a couple of more minutes to know about it, right? Yes, so let's go. Won't skip, right? This is your homework, guys. This is your homework. Tomorrow I'm going to ask this. Yes, Tanisha, it is, but it is also a part of the English language. Can be used in speaking, absolutely. Yes, all of these words can be used in speaking as well, and of course they can be used in your writing as well. Okay. Now another important thing is that when you know these words, even if you're not able to use them in your writing, and even if you're not able to use them in your speaking, if you come across them somewhere, let's say in your reading or let's say in your listening test, Will you identify them? Will you identify them? Will you identify them? Yes, right? You can identify. So now it's not an uncommon word for you, is it? It may be, yes, as Tanya is rightly putting it up, and Shivangi is rightly putting it up, it may be a little tedious for to use them. But if you come across them, will you have to turn on your dictionary? Meet it is, but then it is also a part of English vocabulary now. Aren't many Hindi words a part of English vocabulary? Yes, they are. So similarly, there are many other words that have been borrowed from various other languages, and this is one word that has been borrowed from French, right? Yes. So going ahead, do you want to listen to certain stories? Would you like to know some more stories on vocabulary? Yes. Yes. So I have something for you. Something for you. So anyone who knows this word, I want to know anyone who knows this word. How many of you know this word? If you know, type the meaning. If you don't know, type no. Let me see. If you know the meaning, wonderful. If you don't know, type no. Let me see. No, getting exhausted and quit. No, not that, not that, not that. Somebody said something, but it just got scrolled up. No. So, absolutely, I am finding that idealistic and romantic is, I think, is something that you have Googled up. Unrealistic is something I believe that you have Googled up. Unreal, fantastical. So I'm now getting Googled up answers. Impractical. Yes, it means impractical. So this word, there's a story, there's a novel, Don Quixote. That's how it is pronounced, Don Quixote. So there's a novel on Don Quixote, and it has been said, it's popular about Don Quixote that he was actually Muskan, there's this question you asked me in the class. I would like to address it in the class. Okay, so Don Quixote was a Don, and he was known for his fantastic but impractical ideas. So sometimes we feel that, yay, this is a fantastic plan, but this is not possible in the present times. Do you come across people who talk about plans? Maybe they are quite futuristic and they are not relevant to the present times. Sujata, absolutely they are, but chimerical and quixotic is slightly different. Yes. How Yes. Okay, so Don Quixote was known for his fantastic ideas. He built mills everywhere, and he got many important buildings being constructed, and he wanted to build everyone, and they were all, quite futuristic, right ahead. They were quite ahead of the time. So people thought that these ideas cannot be fit in the present times. People who know that this is not so practical. So people whom you think that the ideas are fantastic, sadly impractical, then you have to say that they are quite quixotic. They are quite quixotic. Got it? So I do use this term a lot when I feel that, yes, they are all good, fine, fantastic, but I don't think that they are practical in the present scenario. That's when I say they have all impractical plans and fantastic and futuristic and quixotic ideas. Got it? Can you think of people around you who have ever given you a quixotic idea, a vast and perhaps quixotic project? Ankita, perfect. Yes, projects, many projects. Yeah, you may think of them. How to pronounce Nikhil for which question? Kind of an atheist? No, Nikhil, not an atheist. Atheist is completely different thing. Unrealistic, yes. Many people have got it here right on YouTube as well. Right. So quixotic. Now, did you learn a new word? Did you learn a new word? So when you think of quixotic, you have to think of Don Quixote. So this word falls from the name of Don Quixote, and hence it is called quixotic. Your husband gives me this kind of ideas. Okay, Rajwan says that Rajwan is your husband quixotic in that case. So that means you're actually, I believe that your husband is brilliant person. I believe he is a brilliant person because he can think about future, which many people cannot think about it, right? Yes. So people who have certain brilliant ideas, I think they are brilliant. Okay. Okay. Right. So this is one word that I wanted to share with you all. Does it make sense to use words and the examiner might not know as well? Bhavna, then you are really mistaken that the examiner does not know these words, Bhavna. So I think this is a misconception for you. My topic for projects was said to be quixotic, but I proved them wrong. Yes, wonderful, Krunal. Now that's a great sentence, right? Yes. Cool. So let's go to the next one. Yes. So, okay, let me take a dry run with you all. Let me now ask you, these are all common words used over here. Highlighted words are all common words. Let me see, can you give me some uncommon words over here? Would you like to give some uncommon words over here? Enhanced. Okay, the first one, increased. The education system can be increased with the efforts of the system. Would we say increased over here, or can we say scaled up? Yes, absolutely. Surged, scaled up, amplified, surged. Some of you have written surged, scaled up, amplified. Fantastic, guys. You all know very well. Uplifted. I didn't know that I'm going to get so many words. Enhanced, escalated, system. We are trying to improve the system, right? Can be increased. So augmented, can be augmented. Fantastic, guys. Proliferation of education system. Krunal, that is not suiting the context that we have over here. Fantastic. Fine. Wonderful. So we have, like, see, many of you have given in fantastic words. Now then, let's move to the next one. I agree with the argument. Very common, right? You all use this. Would you like to talk about it? I can align myself with this argument. Wonderful. High support brought up. I agree with the argument. Support is one word. Convince, no. I'm in favor of. I opine. But what is your opinion? You are agreeing. Agree means opine. No. Opine means agree. Opine means agree. So definitely that is not to do with. Yes, Shivangi, you got it. I think Shivangi pays attention when I'm doing it in the classrooms. So she has it all. Indusha, wonderful. You say I concur. You say I concur, and somebody said over here exceed. Who said exceed? Concur, not conquer. Conquer is a different word, and concur is the I have a consent. Arzu, yes, but then I consent is you give a consent to someone else's argument. That's consent is slightly different. I side with, yes, if you are saying it informally, you can say I side with. Fantastic, right? Fantastic. Wonderful. Absolutely. Abide won't be correct. I abide with the, you abide means you follow. Nikhil, abide means to follow. I comply. Yes, comply would also be correct in this sense over here. Fantastic. Comply. Now, third one. I disagree with the idea made in the claim. In accordance to. Ekta, then it is in accordance to. Refute and dissent. Yes, refute and dissent. Fantastic. You say, I refute. I dissent. Yes, very, or I'm at odds with. At odds with. That is when you want to say it informally. I deny. No, you are not denying the claim. You disagree with the claim. You deny is refusal. Denying is refusal. Okay, so the best words that can fit over here, they are similar in meaning, but contextually you cannot use them, right? You're opposing it, of course. I oppose. I do not agree, right? I contradict. Okay. Next is the sales of company A decreased in the last 10 years. Fall down is very common. Come on, can you give me a better word? Plummeted. Some of you have given me plummeted. Plunged, dwindled, plunged, dwindled, decline, roll down, pitfall may not be the right way, trod may not be right, Janvi. Ramped down, yes. Downgraded, dropped, scaled down, scaled up. So you definitely have scaled down. You have abated, right? Shrank, shrink, shrank. Okay. So use the right vocabulary and also make sure that they are grammatically correct. Fantastic. Let's move next. Let's move to the next. The food is in these restaurants is highly expensive. The food in these restaurants diminished, yes, plunged. Discord is correct, but discord is having some Sheena. I discord with the idea. Will that be correct to say so? Dropped is fine, Nikhil, but we are looking for some uncommon words, right? 9 banned words. This is a session today. 9 banned words. Daljit, 9 banned words. That's a session. No, me extravagant will not be right. Extravagant means extravagant is luxurious. So are we saying that the food is luxurious or are we saying that the food is expensive? Yes, so we can have the words overpriced or we can have exorbitant. Pocket burning, yes, that could be right if you want to say it informally. Exorbitant. Exorbitant, right? Exorbitant. Cool. Next one, extortionate. Yes, Janvi, but extortion is something that you want to say that it is completely disbalancing it. But if you are using that in the right context, yes, absolutely. I shall discuss some obvious reasons to support the claim. Obvious reasons. Can you give me some words for obvious? High maintenance, no, Deep, that won't be correct. Where you take this vocabulary classes? Somebody, I don't know what's your name, but I take, when we have our regular classes, we discuss a lot of vocabulary as well. I shall discuss some crystal clear reasons again. Okay, I want some apparent reasons. Absolutely, apparent reasons or evident reasons. Distinct reasons. Distinct may not be obvious. Distinct may not be obvious. Conspicuous is not synonymous to obvious here, right? Not pricey, definitely not pricey. Apparent and noticeable, yes, I would say noticeable would be correct here. See, guys, you have to check the context and see. I said obvious, which anyone can figure out. So that could be evident, that could be apparent, that could be noticeable, right? So they have to be the perfect words. Lastly, the problem becomes severe due to the wastage of food. The problem becomes severe. Acute, okay. Severe, something that becomes severe, worsens. One simple word is worsens. Next, biting, okay. I'll take that. Serious, you know it, but serious is common. Out of hand worsens. Critical, yes, we'll take critical as well. Some of you have answered something, but it just scrolled up. Astringent. Astringent is not a verb, guys. Exacerbates, absolutely. I wanted this word from someone. Thank you. Exacerbates. Unbearable due to wastage of food. Okay, unbearable is fine. Devastating, unbearable, right? Deleterious. Jeopardy, no. Extreme is fine. Austere, no, not at all, Shivangi. Adverse could be fine. Unendurable, yes, that would be better. Rigid is not suiting the context. Means it's not just about learning the word. It is also about learning them in the right context. So how many of you have been enjoying the session? If you're enjoying the session, type enjoy in the chat box. Considerable, Nikhil, for which word? I don't think which context you are talking about is suiting. Deep, crucial is fine. Crucial. How do you fit crucial over here? Will the word chronal, crucial alone fit the context? Enjoying, okay. Mugda, okay. Destitute, I don't know where you are, which word are you talking about? Mugda, elevated, right. Becomes. If you're writing biting, you have to write becomes biting. Is biting. Okay, you need another word as well. Fantastic. Fantastic. Getting to know which is the synonyms to use in the context of the sentence. Okay, so now, guys, you just don't pick up. You just don't pick up anything that you find on the internet. That's not the right way of learning vocabulary. You know what you guys are doing? When I say decreased, you go and check the internet, find out, Google up, and you are coming up with many synonyms which I am not recognizing. Is this happening? Is this happening with you all right now? How do you use concur if we agree with something? I concur with his argument. I totally concur with what you said. That's how you say, Neha. Acknowledge, yes, ma'am, not taken from internet, but answered only which I know. Muskan, that's fine, very well. How many of you have been, how many of you face this problem that we say that this is not the correct word? We say this is not the correct word. Come on, tell me if you're able to relate to the situation. Are you resonating with it? See, meat is definitely because I think meat I did not acknowledge many of your words, right? Shivangi, NCR, MEC. Sometimes, yes, you feel that, right? It's because there are primary words, secondary words, and tertiary words, right? So you may not be having the word. It may not be primarily related to the context, right? It may not be primarily related to the context. Just because you have picked it up from the synonyms does not mean that it suits the context. You also have to, so every time, just don't just Google up the synonyms, also find how to use them. So that way you will learn, the context of these words, and then that way you will able to write them up. Okay, wonderful. Nikhil, yes, how to join my class? Just wait for 2 minutes. I'm showing you how to join my class. Kindly, okay, right, going ahead. So going ahead with something, I want you all to know, okay. Many of you were asking me the meaning of this word bourgeois and how to pronounce this word, right? It definitely comes from French. It's a French word and definitely comes from the French vocabulary. But do you know how did this enter the English language? Do you want to know how did this enter the English language? How did it enter English language? Yes, you want to know that? Okay. Do you know something about the Industrial Revolution, where many people from the rural parts started moving to England, London, in search of work, working in the new found industries, the spinning mill, absolutely. So you're aware of that, right? So many people, these people were all poor who were living in the villages, in the small rural areas. And yes, that caused the industrial revolution. Absolutely, right? That caused the industrial revolution. And when they started working in this mills, their condition was not so great. That's what we all know about. However, they started earning more than they would have done in their farmlands, right? They started earning more. And that was the reason, that was what was attracting them to this mills. So after some time, the economists and the people found that there were now three class of people. Earlier, there were only two class of people, the rich and the poor. However, after some time, another class had emerged up, which was neither rich nor poor, and that was, they started calling it the middle class. Now, what was this middle class? They did not have this term middle class. So we have the rich, we have the poor, and something that was growing in numbers, and this class was growing in numbers. It was growing in numbers, right? Yeah, you can call it the upper class because they were not the poor class now. So the escalating, okay, so that means something that is growing in numbers was burgeon. The actual word is burgeon. So to burgeon means to grow in numbers. What is to burgeon? Something that grows in numbers. So from this, they came up with this word, bourgeois, bourgeois, bourgeois. Okay, they came up this word, and hence this was adopted even by English language, and that's how it joined the English vocabulary. Got it? Got it? So will you remember now, it's not just one word that you are learning, but you are learning two words. So if I go back to the previous slide, now I'm connecting the words. See, something that I always do is I don't learn them in one singular context. I try to bring them up in different contexts. So when you say that something is growing in numbers, especially when you are writing your graphs, you're saying increasing, escalating. Can you now also use the word to burgeon? Can you also now use the word burgeon to say that it is growing in numbers? Come on, guys, I'm waiting. Or are you still thinking, pondering over it? YouTube people, come on. Yeah, Indian population is always burgeoning. It's always burgeoning. Absolutely. Evil returns. Evil returns. Can you give me your name? That would be better for me to call out your name. Right? Yes. Fantastic. Right? So can I say the escalating fuel price has burnt a hole in the pocket of the bourgeois? See, escalating fuel price burnt a hole in the pocket of the bourgeois. MNCs are growing. You don't say MNC companies, Geeta, but you say MNCs. Okay, my money is burgeoning day by day. My money, okay, my finances. Navneet, instead of saying money, say my finances are burgeoning. Okay, the company stocks burgeons after the new apps launch. Absolutely, Anisha, you all can say. So we have seen a burgeoning impact on the lives of the students planning to go abroad. Can we say that LeapScholar has doing that? The price of cars are burgeoning every day. My knowledge burgeons, not bourgeois, burgeons day by day. Fantastic. One more. The way to grind the bourgeois is to crush them between the millions. This is what was said by Lenin. Okay, so this is a quote that Lenin had made. Wonderful, cool, right? How many of you are now keen on knowing about how to join the classes? Do you want to learn? How many of you are beginners over here? Finally, first of all, let me know how many of you are beginners over here. Don't know anything about IELTS. How many of you are those who do not know much on IELTS and still learning language skills? Right. So do you know we have a batch of Megha ma'am coming, the foundation batch of Megha ma'am coming up, wherein she is going to explain all the basics of language and explain and teach and take you all to the next level so that you are all prepared for IELTS examiner. Neha, so this is the best for you to join. And you all know that all our courses are free, free, free. So you can join any of this batch with the code MA Live. What code are you going to use? You want to join this batch? Yes. So you again have the link to join this batch. How many of you are joining Mega Ma'am's batch for free? Ashmita, this is a batch you must join. Do you want to come to the level that I am preparing you all for? Then something that you must begin with is Mega Ma'am's foundation batch. Are you all doing that? All beginners, all beginners. I want you all to see that there. Come on, right? Join this batch. You are a beginner, Arvind. Arvind Kamboj is on YouTube. You are a beginner. You can join any of our classes. You can join Mega Ma'am's foundation batch that is beginning. That's a 2-week batch beginning on January 31st. Few days to go, guys. And once the batch is full, you won't get a seat. You'll have to wait for the next batch to begin. Nikhil, coming to it. Nikhil, I'm coming to it. If I prepare as per her, will I be able to score 8 bands? Neha, you have to start with it. That's a beginner's batch. So if you are anywhere who doesn't know anything on IELTS or who doesn't know, who really knows, if you are someone who really knows that you need a kick. You need a kick. I need something to start with. I need to understand the language first. I need to understand how to read. I need to understand how to write basic sentences. If you have issues with your forming of your basic sentences, and if you have been preparing for your IELTS, and if your teachers have been telling you that no, you need to work on your sentence structures, you need to work on your reading skills, and when they say you need to work on your basic listening skills, have your teacher said that to you? It's showing invalid code. Anisha is saying it's showing invalid course. Have any of your teachers said that to you? If they have said that to you, this is a course that you must join. Come on, how many of you are joining? How many of you recently joined? How many of you joined using the code? No more valid. It says no more valid. Who is there with us here in the session? Can we say? Can we let them know what's happening with them? Can we help them solve their issue? Do we have Soumya here?
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, you are, Soumya.
Yeah. So actually, I am facing some issues with my mic today. Not sure. Yeah. So what you have to do is the code will show you invalid if you are not signed in. So once you click on the link, you will see a sign in option there on the right hand side corner of our website. Click on sign in, and with your mobile numbers, just sign in on the website, and then the code will work for you.
It is Sujata. You have to apply the code for it. Are you applying the code? Sujata is saying it is asking for paying 149.
Yes, but you need to sign in. That's what I'm saying. After signing in, the code will, give you a course for free.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So once you sign in, the code will activate and you'll get this course for free, right? So how many of you I'm going to see in the foundation course? Come on, raise your hands. Let me see how many of you are there. And for all those who are already prepared and only want to go for the actual IELTS course. That's a 4-week course. So I have 2 batches beginning next week. Once I did free course by the code AG Live. Wonderful, Collins. You can again join by MA Live. You can, absolutely. We have 8.5 guys. Yeah,
ma'am, actually, if they have used one code before, they'll not be able to join another course for free using some different code also. Because like anyone can use only one course for free with one phone number.
Right. So guys, if you've already joined any other course, then it is asking you for the money. But if you have not joined, you still have. So those who are wanting to join my batches, wanting to learn, Sir Nikhil, you have been asking how to join this batch, how to join this batch, where I do a lot of discussion on vocabulary as well and everything, right? So in my classes, when we are teaching, we just don't discuss the regular course. We also discuss a lot of vocabulary coming in, right? I must come up with a different phone number. Yes, absolutely. You have to come up with a new phone number if you want to join this batch using the code MA Live. Again, this batch is going to be free if you have not used the code anywhere else earlier. And if you are a unique user, you will get this for free. And the only code that you require is MA Live 20. And there are 2 batches, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. and the other batch is 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. So this batch is going to be Monday to Friday, starting 2nd of February, 20 hours of live classes with me, and you'll be able to cover all the 4 modules. There would be weekly tests, there would be one-on-one speaking mock feedback, there would be writing evaluations. I have used AG Live code once. Can I use? Yes, for a different teachers. But Upendra, you will have to use another phone number. You have already used the code once, right? So any free code, if you're using, you can use it only once. Otherwise, you need a new phone number, guys. You are not able to purchase a course because you have already purchased some other course. So find another phone number. Register from another phone number for those who want it for free. Okay. Those who have booked their dates for next month, absolutely, Hamraj. So at least you'll learn something. You can wherever. So if you've already booked, so you can attend the number of days that before your exam, right? Of course, you can attend those. But for getting it for free, you need to have the code MA Live 20. Right? I am not able to purchase foundation course. Can you help me? Divya, if you are not able to, either you have not signed up as what Soumya mentioned, you have not signed in. Second thing, it could be that you have already used one of the free codes earlier. So if you want to be there in my batch using the code and you want it for free, then you need to use the code MA Live. MA Live, Manisha Angre Live, MA Live. So Divya, yes, you have already signed in. Have you used any other course earlier? Promo code is not applicable, Mohan. Neha, it is MA Live only, no 20. No more 20. It is only MA Live now. Neha, thank you. I think you are remembering this from the previous classes. It is only MA Live. Link for your 9-band batch. This is 9-band. This is all going to be a 9-band batch. Nikhil. Any other code, any code, you can use only once. MA Live, I think they are having a lot of problems signing in with the code. Upendra, that's a part of all my classes. So when you're using, it's a part of it. It's going to be a lot of discussion on that as well. Okay, joined. Ashmita, wonderful. Going to see you there in the class. How many of you joined? Can you raise your hands? How many of you have joined? How many of you I'm going to see in the classes? How many of you? Gargi successfully joined with a new number. Fantastic. Joined. Pleasure. Gargi. Okay, Gargi, see you in the classes. Sahil, Indusha, Steffi, Nishant. Joining with a new number. I'm going to see you there in the class, Sahil. How many of you are joining? Okay, and you know what's the homework, right? Do you all remember what's the homework? Ira Mehta from YouTube. You have to you have to go to the LeapScholar website and you have to you have to sign in through there. You have to use a promo code MA Live and you can sign in. So we have shared the link with you on YouTube, Ira. You can register through there. Okay, right. Wonderful. Alvin, join. Himanshu, join. Already joined. One great, fantastic, guys. So remember the words that I have been doing today, and also go and make n number of use of the words that we have done today. Try to use them in the correct context. Find out whether they really mean what you want to talk about. Use Grammarly. Find out whether the sentence construction is correct, and then we'll see you tomorrow, and I'm going to talk about it tomorrow. Gargi, we discussed a lot of words, and I want you all to use them in your in your sentences correctly. Okay, that's what the homework is. So I'm going to see you all tomorrow, same time. Telegram channel, definitely we have a Telegram channel as well. So for that you have to join. Okay, I'm going to show you the Telegram channel as well. Hold on, I'm going to show you the Telegram channel as well. IELTS Prep by LeapScholar. If you have not joined our channel, then please join IELTS Prep by LeapScholar. We do a lot of activities over there. You're not just going to learn here on YouTube, and you can also learn through our free channel here. LeapScholar.com. Neha, that's the website. Yes, Nikhil, you can find me by my same name. Okay, you will find me by my same name. You can find me at the rate Manisha _ Angre. Okay, yes. Fantastic. So I'm going to see you all tomorrow once again and with a new topic. And of course, we are going to continue the session. I'm going to start with the same words. I'm going to ask you the homework that you have been doing or not. So let me see if I'm going to see a lot of people. And guys, did you like the session? If you like the session, do click on the like button. All those on YouTube, do click on the like button. Do subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed yet. That would be a great love from you to us, from you to me as well. See you all there in the session tomorrow. Till then, take care. Bye bye, guys. See you all. Keep joining the session and keep participating more, and keep preparing and keep learning. See you. Bye. See you. Bye, everyone. Just breathe. After clicking on the slide, you will be able to join the session. Find my badge and join my session. Right? Right. Thank you. And of course, Tasbia, I just finished a 2-week batch. So right now, no 2-week batch.